Good morning, Southeast Texas, Southwestern Louisiana, and on the World Wide Web, Kings Country, kingscountry.net. It's a TGIF. Hey, that means it's my time to shine on the boob tube. Jim King of the radio behind the wheel. Don't miss my TV extravaganza this weekend because it's part 2 of our 19th anniversary celebration. Plus, we're going to zoom off to Nashville to talk to another cool cat by the name of CJ Garton. I'll give you a little sample of the audio coming up in a bit with that and other aspects of the show. But welcome to the radio thing. I'm Jim King.
Couple of guys sitting around drinking.
Kings Country, kingscountry.net. Welcome to it. I'm Jim King. We've been losing some celebrities this week. Of course, we lost Ozzy Osbourne a couple of days ago. Actually got to see him back in the 70s while I was in my teenage years in Odessa, Texas. Went to the Ector County Coliseum and saw Black Sabbath. Might have been 1975. We just lost Hulk Hogan. Did you know Hulk was once a guest on Dolly Parton's short-lived variety sketch show? Yeah, he was playing a wrestler named Starlight Starbright, and Dolly sang a song to him called He's Got a Headlock on My Heart. Here's a quick clip.
He's got a headlock on my heart that is made like it never before. He knew the ropes right from the start. He's got a headlock on my heart.
Well, it's a whole new arena for me. But it's a whole new wrestling match for him. I guess you could say he's pinned me down for a lifetime.
Kings Country, kingscountry.net with Rodney Atkins. These are my people. You know who else is my people? People like David Ball and Here He Comes Now. Had the pleasure of visiting with him a couple of times, and that explains why I'm having another one of those fabulous flashbacks. You're going to need to hold on tight.
King of the road. Yes, I admit I gotta thank him, problem. She's always on my mind.
David Ball, great to see you. The man with the thinking problem is
My
back.
pleasure. Good to be here.
Still got a thinking problem 25 years later?
Yes, I still have the thinking problem, and I don't want to lose the thinking problem. I want to,
We love the thinking problem.
keep that approach to all I do. I like to kind of not know, what I'm doing.
And now, back to your regular program.
Thanks for streaming Kings Country. I'm Jim King. Stay with me. In the next break, we're going to zoom off to Nashville and speak to a rising singer-songwriter. You may not know his name yet, but you're about to meet CJ Garton. He lives on a ranch in Oklahoma. We'll zoom off and speak with him about his new song, and we'll premiere it. It's I Ain't Her Horse. That's the new song. It's a cute little ditty. He's got an interesting background. He's a well-known songwriter who's written songs that have been recorded by Daryl Singletary, Tanya Tucker, and David Allan Coe. CJ Garton coming up in just a bit. Stay with me on Kings Country.
He got the sunshine. Sunset painted sky. If I were her horse, we'd ride. King of the road.
Howdy, folks. Jim King of the TV and radio here. I got another special guest for you today. You're going to love this little song. And I've got the artist and the singer-songwriter with me right now, CJ Garton. I Ain't Her Horse is the name of the video. You're going to love it in just a few moments. Good line dancing song, CJ.
Man, I appreciate that very much. We like to try to bring people back to something that's fun, especially when it happens on the dance floor.
Yeah, you wrote a really good little cute one here. This nice little ditty that we're about to play. Who's the lovely lady in the video?
The girl is a professional dancer, and her name is Shelby. And my wife is the one I usually dance with. So we had Shelby come in, and she had a choreography team, and she's the one who put that dance together. And then I hooked up with Jamie over. Then I met with Craig Mann, and Jamie set up the actual step sheet, so we was able to release that line dance out for everybody. So it's weirdly enough now, it's in over 7,000 different places across the country. Everybody can actually go and learn how to honky-tonk to our song.
We're talking to singer-songwriter C.J. Garton from his farm there in Oklahoma. He's written songs for folks like Tanya Tucker, Daryl Singletary, and David Allen Coe. Sounds like you've been writing songs for a while, C.J.
Well, I've been writing since I was born. I just was blessed to have people like the names you mentioned as legends who, found it that they wanted to sing something I had created or thought of, and it's crazy growing up as a kid. You listen to somebody on the radio, next thing you know, they're singing, your words that you wrote down. It's inspiring.
CJ, what part of Oklahoma are you from?
Bristow, Oklahoma. We're northeastern Oklahoma. I'd say if you right between Tulsa and Oklahoma City. And shout out to OKC too for winning the basketball championship this year.
Ooh,
That's
yeah.
nice.
That's great. And I spent 4.5 years, almost 4.5 years, in Elk City, Oklahoma, western Oklahoma. That's where I started my little king thing with the infamous Crown Boy hat that I've been wearing ever since then. That was 1996.
Wow,
I was there from about 95 to close to 2000. Then I moved to Southeast Texas, and I've been here ever since.
Right on. Yeah, western Oklahoma can end up be pretty lonesome out there. There's certain places in Oklahoma, man, there just ain't nothing. And that's sometimes what people want. But after a while, you're like, I guess I better go to the store. It's a 30-minute drive or something for us.
Here comes G-Bar Records recording artist C.J. Garton with I Ain't Her Horse as our Jackson Hill Park and Marina music clip of the week straight from Nashville. King's Country, kingscountry.net with Miranda Lambert. She was born and reared not too far from here, I think about 100 miles from Beaumont, about northeast of Beaumont, Lindale, Texas. Yep, a lot more to come. We're cruising into the lunch hour. I'll be serving up some magnificent music from the likes of His Highness, Kenny Chesney, Tim McGraw. We're going to dip way back into our archives with Patsy Cline right after these on King's Country. I'm Jim King.
Long live the king!
King's Country, kingscountry.net. Nothing my business, but did you ever get COVID? We did a couple of times, me and Suzanne Simmons. At least twice I tested positive for COVID. Not in a couple of years. Last time was when we flew back from Florida. I think we caught it on the plane. Well, Luke Bryan finally explained why he missed a bunch of shows this summer. He has COVID, and it's kicking his butt. But he's back performing now, and here he is talking about it on stage.
3 weeks ago, I got COVID, and I had to cancel some shows, and now I'm back. But I'm not 100%, so when I can sing, I'm going to sing, and when I can't, y'all are going to sing, all right?
Thanks for tuning in to King's Country at kingscountry.net. Take the King's Country Challenge. Listen to those old AM/FM radios if you can stand it for a little while with all their commercials and skinny, tiny little playlists, and then come back to us, and you'll notice the king-size difference on King's Country. Stream us on your smartphone. Stream us on your Alexa smart speaker. All you got to do is say, Alexa, play King's Country from TuneIn. And you're locked in to the most magnificent country music mix on the planet, 24/7 and 365. And great tunes like this one from Blake Shelton. King's Country, kingscountry.net. We were just talking about Luke Bryan a little while ago. Yeah, he just recovered from COVID. Well, it's not completely recovered, but he was down for a while. He said it kicked his butt. Glad he's out and about and doing his stuff again. Stay with us. Coming up in the 1 o'clock hour, we've got Luke Combs coming up, King George, George Strait, Reba McEntire, just to name a few. and you. Back in a flash right after these with Brad Paisley. I'm Jim King.
The king of country.
Well, it's been a while since I've seen a man in a crown.
Jim King.
King's Country, kingscountry.net. Been a sad week for the entertainment world, losing rock star Ozzy Osbourne the other day. Well, wrestling legend and actor Hulk Hogan died yesterday of an apparent cardiac arrest. He was 71. Of course, he helped make wrestling the multi-billion-dollar business it is today. ESPN posted his WWE debut from back in 1979. Did he win?
Making his first appearance in this arena from Venice Beach, California, weighing 320 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, Hulk Hogan.
Look at that. He is a Hulk. Look at that. 320 pounds of him. Here we go.
And the winner, the incredible Hulk Hogan.
With all of Hulk Hogan's successes in wrestling, TV, and film, it was surprising to learn that he later lost it all. Hulk talked about it in November 2010 A&E special, Finding Hulk Hogan.
Everything was a fight for me. I lost my family. Financially, I got destroyed. Everything I ever saved, I lost because of a bunch of situations, you know. And even though the divorce is over, it's like the gift that keeps on giving. Now I'm not a millionaire now, that's for sure.
It's been a great week of milestones for King of the Road Productions. We surpassed 20,000 followers on Facebook. Facebook has been my cash cow for my social media posts. Doing pretty well on YouTube as well. That's where it all started, on YouTube. But Facebook has just exploded. We have on Facebook about 2.4 million views per month. YouTube is far behind that, but still solid and strong. It's a little over 200,000, or 220, between 220 and 230 is where we average. We've been as high as 250,000 for 28 days. That's our little check-in for that. Plus, we're celebrating the 19th anniversary of the Jim King of the TV show. Here's another audio sample. Don't miss it this weekend on Fox 4, the CW, Strike TV, and YouTube. It's the 19th anniversary of the Jim King of the TV show, a regional record milestone on Fox 4, the CW, Strike TV, and YouTube. Here's more classic content from our first 19 years on primetime Southeast Texas television. Unforgettable moments you won't want to miss.
You keep up the great work, Tracy Bird.
I plan on it.
Always great to see you, and I always have to pinch myself because before I moved to Beaumont, I became a fan of yours when I started playing country music on the radio.
Well, man, we met early on too when you moved to Beaumont, man. I've known you for a long time now, and you've done some great work, man. I know all these shows you've done are going to be wonderful archives in the years to come for people to look back on country music and our area, and you've done a good thing.
I appreciate it. You ever get a chance to catch the show when you're in town?
I do, man. I pop you on every now and then when I run across it, you know. I mean, I really enjoy it, too. You're good at what you do, and we appreciate it.
Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you, King. Appreciate it.
Keep it up.
We're celebrating nearly 2 decades of magnificent moments. Howdy, folks. Jim King of the TV and radio here with a special edition of the program. It's a Pat Boone and Friends episode. Got the living legend on the line via Zoom from Los Angeles in just a moment. And we're going to play his new song called One that he co-wrote with Jimmy Nichols and Frank J. Myers to help the folks in Tanzania who are in desperate need.
Yes, that's exactly, you've nailed it. Yeah, the song came to me, and I knew that it had an anthemic feel. I wanted Neil Diamond to help me with it, and when I contacted him, I found he was slipping away into that myasthenia gravis, that twilight, and he could not. He was very congratulatory, but he couldn't feel he could help me with the song. So I went ahead and wrote it. But then when I got with Frank and Jimmy, they added some twist to the melody, which I think greatly improved it and took it a slightly different direction. in the middle part, but it is still an anthem utilizing the number 1 in 4 ways. 1, I am one like no other on this planet. Each of us is an individual. God knows us. He created us in His image, and He's happy with His creation.
Yeah. King Richard,
You back out here again?
did you get a good night's rest?
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Not the first time I've met this guy. It's actually the second, but great thing you're doing in the memory of your grandson, Adam, here, and I think it was a big success here in Beaumont.
Yeah, we do all this stuff, complicated motorcycle ride across the country and raise money for the Victory Junction Gang Camp, which is a camp for chronic and suicidal kids that can't go to a regular camp. So it just makes us feel good to go out and try to do that part, but enjoy all the guys on the gals on the trip enjoy that, but we enjoy stopping and talking to race fans, and hope they enjoy seeing us too.
It's the 20th anniversary of this great event, going coast to coast for the first time from California all the way to Daytona Beach, Florida. You can end up there in a few days. Are you actually riding a motorcycle all the way?
Oh yeah, well, I picked them up in Midland. We went this past weekend racing Talladega, Alabama, so had to go there. Then we went to Midland, and I think today going to New Orleans. I think I'm going to jump on the plane and go to Kansas City because they're racing Kansas City this weekend. So Kyle goes all the way across, and I sort of spot check and jump in there when I can.
King of the road.
Here comes this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback.
My dad had bucking bulls, and we had Bandy's Arena there in San Antonio, and a lot of the kids started out riding there, including my brother. And I was riding bulls and bareback horses and playing music under a big oak tree. That's where I started.
You were doing it all. Back then, did you think that you wanted to be a rodeo star or a radio star?
Well, I wanted to be a singing bull rider, but I got bucked off and beat up and banged up, and I decided I'd just be a singer, which is a lot better. A
little safer, huh?
Yeah, a lot safer. And I hope I'm better at singing than I was at bull riding.
King of the road.
That was this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. 19th anniversary of the Jim King of the TV show, airing all over the Golden Triangle on Fox 4 and the CW Strike TV and YouTube. Don't miss it. And thanks for streaming King's Country.
She's bringing back cheating songs.
Thanks again for streaming King's Country at kingscountry.net. I guess it did all the damage I can for another week. Join me next week for another edition of the Jim King of the Radio show. Normally do it just on Fridays because I've gotten so busy with my business. You know, all the editing that I do and the projects that I have each and every week that I'm very thankful for. But kind of radio's taken a back burner, and I enjoy doing it on Fridays. Hope you enjoy it, too. I've had a blast today. You keep it between the ditches. Have a good one. Don't miss my 19th anniversary, part 2 of the Jim King of the TV show, a little mini-series we're wrapping up this weekend on Fox 4, the CW, Strike TV, and YouTube. Going to pay a couple of bills. Got George Strait coming up next, The Window Up Above. That's why I'm having a fabulous flashback.
King of the road.
Jeffrey and Brian Jones, the sons of George Jones, the possum. I see the resemblance here. And Jeffrey still lives in Vidor, and you're living in Huntsville now?
Correct.
Yep. Very sorry, sad to hear about the passing of your dad, as the rest of the world has been. I'm sure you went to the funeral and everything. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you guys sing?
Me? Nah. I got kicked out of choir in the 4th grade, so.
Oh!